Rocket as an organization was on top. They had most of Kanto under control, and they even had plans to expand to Johto and take over that region as well. But their biggest mistake, as stated by a member of Team Plasma, they drew too much attention, and that led to their downfall. Now Team Rocket followed a set of rules: steal Pokemon for profit, exploit Pokemon for profit, and they believed that all Pokemon exist for the glory of Team Rocket, and these rules reflected their tactics throughout the games. In the Kanto games, Team Rocket first tried to collect the Pokemon fossils in Mount Moon so that they could sell it, and then they tried to steal the Cubone skulls in Lavender Town because those are supposed to be profitable. Team Rocket even had a challenge contest near the Cerulean Gym so that they could recruit new trainers to join their organization, which is actually not a bad plan because brand new trainers with good Pokemon would probably come to this city for the second gym badge, and since they're still new as a trainer and probably young, with Red only being 11, they would easily be manipulated by a recruiter. Now we know Team Rocket steals Pokemon and Pokemon goods and sell them to the black market, but when we get to Celadon City, we find out that they don't sell all the stolen Pokemon. It is implied that some of the Pokemon that they steal are actually placed as prizes at the game corner, which is controlled by Team Rocket. Some of the Pokemon that are placed as prizes are a Clefairy, a Dratini, and a Porygon, a Pokemon that was created by Silphco. Team Rocket had these great plans in motion, but they attracted too much attention when they had Mr. Fuji as a hostage in the Pokemon Tower. And then the same thing happened when they tried to steal the Master Ball from Silphco, which at first was actually a well thought out plan, because Team Rocket had members working in the Silphco as scientists, so they could know what Silphco is working on and when is the best time to take over. But due to the events in the Pokemon Tower and the Rocket Game Corner, their plans were ultimately foiled. Around this time is when the Sevii Islands event was actually happening, where a small group of Team Rocket branch on Chrono Island was planning to search for the Ruby and Sapphire gems, and the player stops the Sevii Islands situation after beating Giovanni at his gym. The two admins who are in charge of the plan realizes that the player already defeated Giovanni and has the badge to prove it. And after understanding what just happened to their organization in Kanto, the two admins removes their team from the Sevii Islands. It is implied that these two admins are actually Archer and Ariana, the Team Rocket executives who are in charge during the Johto plot. Also, it is on the Sevii Islands you find out that the admins were also working on a device that would force Pokemon to evolve. 3 years later, the events in Johto take place, and the newly formed Team Rocket, which is now led by Archer and Ariana, starts their operation. First, they attack Azalea Town so that they could steal the Slowpoke and sell their tails to the black market, which is a quick way to bring funds to the newly formed organization. And then they finally created the device that they had the blueprints for back in the Sevii Islands, and used it in the underground hideout in Mahogany Town. The device was sending out sound waves that would brainwash Pokemon such as Magikarp and force them to evolve into Gyarados. Team Rocket went to sell the Gyarados due to them being more valuable than the Magikarp. After Team Rocket's plan got destroyed by Lance the player, in a desperate move to save their organization, they tried to send a message to Giovanni. And to do that, Team Rocket took over the radio tower in Goldenrod City and replaced the station manager with an imposter so that nobody could get in. Luckily, the player finds a way and stops Archer and Ariana, but it was too late because the admins were still able to send the message. Later in the game, through the Celebi event, we find out that Giovanni actually heard the message and was trying to make a return. But because Celebi was able to bring the player back in time, the player was able to stop Giovanni as well. But the Team Rocket story doesn't end there. Towards the end of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, a Team Rocket member was trying to steal a critical part of the power plant in Kanto, and after losing the battle with the player, he vows to recreate Team Rocket in his home country, which turns out to be Unova. In Black and White, you meet the same Team Rocket member, but he gave up on recreating Team Rocket because he got married. Even Team Rocket deserves redemption, and at least one of them ended up having a good life. Alright, that is all for this video. I'll be back with another video soon, so stay tuned!